Hi everyone, Chris here from IELTS Advantage with another success story. Today we're going to be speaking to Kaval. He recently got a band 8 overall on his IELTS test, and he's going to share his story with you guys so that you can learn from him and get the scores that you need yourself. So Kaval, let's start off by you introducing yourself to everyone. Can you do that?
Hi, Chris. This is Kaval. I'm from Mumbai, India, and I'm a chartered accountant. And I'm working with a private bank in India.
Mhm.
Yeah, so I'm planning to move to Canada. So I had enrolled for IELTS for this purpose.
Excellent.
Yes.
And can you tell people a little bit about your IELTS journey? So, how many times did you do the test? What scores were you getting in the past?
So I started preparing for my IELTS in around October 2020. So to begin with, I started by watching few videos on YouTube and getting the basic knowledge from there, like what is the pattern, how are the exams done, and everything. So I started with my preparation in October 20, and by November end, I gave my first attempt. So I got to know where was I lacking. So major part was my writing.
Mhm.
So I didn't know what to do exactly, because in other parts I was getting like 7 8 in every where, but in writing I was lacking like 6 6.5. So I almost gave 3 attempts before joining IELTS Advantage.
Mhm.
So all the 3 times I got 6, and one time I got 6.5. So I thought there might be some correction errors or something, so I even applied for inquiry on results. So I didn't succeed in that also, because I had researched a lot on Quora that it might be a fault from the examiners or something,
Mm.
but this was not the case actually.
Mhm.
So after all these things, I got through the IELTS Advantage $3 challenge. So I decided to let's just go and watch exactly something that might be useful. That's why you have come up with this. So I just gave it short for this.
Excellent. And when we were working with you, what did we identify as the key reasons why you were getting a 6 or a 6.5? Or as you were going through the course, did you start to understand why you were stuck at a 6, 6.5?
Yes. So to start with, the tutor that I had hired previously had gave me some structured essays.
Mhm.
So like for every type of question, he had given me a structure. So I had to memorize that, and I just had to write that. And I had to just filling the blanks with some ideas that for the topic. So first major issue was that only that I got to learn from IELTS Advantage.
Mm.
Second thing was I didn't paraphrase or anything, or do I just went on writing like a school child who just gets a question and just keeps on writing, writing, and writing.
So you're writing
Also,
without a purpose, without
without
really
yeah,
focusing on
without a
answering the
purpose.
question. Yeah.
Yes. And the one more thing that I got to learn is you should be like in a second part of essay, if you have to write 250 words, you should write at least 260 to 280, not more than that, because that would make more mistakes. So
Yeah.
that was one more thing that I was doing. Like I was writing about 300 to 350 words. So
Oh, okay.
more mistakes would have been done over there also. Also, grammar was one of the thing where error might have been done by me, and also few cohesive devices and few words, like in the memorized part there were few words that were mentioned, which I had to memorize and write. So I didn't actually knew the meaning of that, and I was just writing it on purpose because I was told to do so. So after getting into IELTS Advantage, I got to know a lot of things, like leave a line after a paragraph, because that was not the thing I was doing previously. I was just writing it in without leaving any lines. Then the full stops and like little mistakes which cost me a lot. So this all things I had improved a lot. So this was my journey
So there's
with
lots of things that were a
yes,
challenge.
yes.
But once you learned what to do, was it simple? Was it straightforward? And once you learned the correct things to do?
Yes, it was. So my journey was very little with IELTS Advantage. The thing is, because I had already booked my IELTS before joining the IELTS VIP. So, but as you said in that $3 challenge, like if you have that thing to you that you want to clear, you can even do it in 3 days or 4 days. So I took it up as a challenge, and I did the entire writing part in 3 days, like
Wow.
sitting 10 to 12 hours in a day.
Wow, I was just trying to figure out how long that 10 to 12
So
hours a
yeah,
day in 3 days. Okay, okay.
because I had already booked, so I didn't have any chance to postpone the exam. So I gave a shot directly by just understanding everything in the course, and I had hardly written 2 or 3 essays on my own, and
Hmm.
I just went with the flow because I knew if I flunk, I would reappear after
Sure,
completing the entire course. But
sure.
your
Luckily, I think
techniques,
you're one of the
your
fastest.
techniques worked a lot for me.
So you went from a band 6 to a band 7 in 3 days, basically.
Yes,
Okay.
yes, yes.
Wow. I think that's one of the quickest improvements we've ever seen. So that's
Yeah,
amazing.
this was because all the techniques that you taught during that $3, they were already going in my mind while writing the paper. It was already going in my mind that this I have to do, right, this I have to do. So it played magic.
Yeah, anyone watching, we do not recommend that you spend only 3 days preparing.
Yes, yes, I would
Kaval
also say
is a special student. He's an exception. So, yeah. So, Kaval, if you were, let's say you were advising a friend, or your brother or your cousin or someone like that, and they had the same problems that you had, what advice would you give them to help them go from a band 6 to a band 7 in writing?
I would surely first make them understand what they are going wrong. Like in my case, I had gone wrong in 3, 4 places. So first, they should identify where they are going wrong instead of giving the exams again and again. So they can hire someone, or I would suggest join IELTS Advantage because no one is better than them. Because I have experimented a lot in 6 to 7 months, and that this was the right place to score a better score. So
Yeah,
I would,
I own the company, so I would agree with that. Of course, I'm a little
yeah,
bit biased, but I would really recommend with you to the people watching. It doesn't have to be us. You know, we have a waiting list of people who want to work with us, but I would definitely follow Caval's advice and get someone to look at your writing and assess your writing, because it's like you're an accountant, and like when I do my accounts every year, I hire a professional, and he costs thousands of pounds to do that. But it's because if I did it, it would be a complete mess, you know, and I would do it all wrong, and it would take me, probably cost me a lot more in the long run. Same thing with getting your writing checked. You know, it costs a little bit more to hire a professional, but it ends up costing you less in the long run because, like Gable said, sorry if I'm mispronouncing your name. It's a different. I know I keep mispronouncing it. Um, uh, if you want to move to somewhere like Canada, you will be earning significantly more in the future by investing in somebody looking at your writing and helping you with it instead of trying to do it yourself. So that's really good advice.
yes, that's what my main motivation speech was. That only that I since I want to move to Canada, investing a small amount would not a problem now
Yeah.
because the it would help me to achieve my dream.
Yeah.
So
I don't know how
yes,
much accountants earn in India or Canada, but I would say that it's multiple of
yes,
a
it
difference.
would be multiple of four only,
Yeah,
at
yeah.
least four.
Yeah, so I know my accountant is very expensive, so I'm sure I'm sure the ones in Canada are quite expensive as well. So is there any other advice apart from, apart from that advice, is there any other advice you would give? Imagine you're giving yourself advice 6 months ago. What would you say to yourself 6 months ago?
I would just say that instead of experimenting on self, hire someone who has a knowledge and just believe in them what they are saying because they have a deep knowledge of that thing. So instead of going through different videos and free stuff and stuff that doesn't help you get anywhere, I would suggest someone, everyone, to just get hold of someone who has a deep knowledge of the IELTS or whatever they are planning.
Not someone who gets you to memorize structures and fill in the
Yes,
blanks.
yes, yes,
Yeah, fill in the blanks does not work. Memorize
yes.
structures do not
It
work.
absolutely does not work.
Yeah. So I wish you the best of luck in Canada, and I'm so happy we were able to help you. And thank you so much for advising the other students and sharing your success story. And if you need any help in your preparation for when you're moving to Canada, just let us know. We're very happy to help you because you've helped us with this video.
Yes, yes. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Hey, Chris here again. Hopefully you enjoyed that success story video. That student was part of our IELTS VIP course. And on that course, we show students exactly where they're going wrong and exactly what to do to get the score that they need. And we give them all the help and support that they need in order to get a 7, 8, or even 9 in their IELTS test. Now, we only work with a really small number of students. Because of the level of help and feedback and support that we give students, we can only work with a very small number of them. But we also have more success stories than any other online or offline course in the world, which has created a huge amount of demand for our course. So we're the only course in the world, I believe, that has a very long waiting list. If you want to join that waiting list, all you have to do is just click here and you'll be able to add your name, add your email address, and then when one of our students becomes successful and leaves the course, the next position can be for you. Hopefully see you in there. Bye-bye.